Hey, Claire.
Hey, Jason.
What are we about to hear?
Our feast readers are in for a treat. We love this one. We love our guests who are with us. Today we talked about the trust it takes to be a farmer, the trust it takes to be a part of a community, and the kind of the way the gospel spreads through meager means and the way that weeds exist in life. And what do you think that they're in for?
We've got a very, very special guest, dear Leah Matzke. I love her so much, just the way she is. And
she exists very joyfully.
She does.
We loved her.
She appreciates. She loves. She respects. She trusts. And today I learned a phrase from her: "Give it all the time it takes." That's how she describes farming, and I think that's useful for us.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Just normal tea, and then they
the
put
liquid
stuff in it.
is irrelevant. It can be anything.
Okay.
It can be anything.
Oh,
It's a type of tea.
well, then there's stuff in it, like little pearls, tapioca pearls,
Oh,
or
fun. Yum.
like juice with a gel on the
Alright.
outside that breaks when you bite it. And you can also get lychee jellies. Some people, you can get like peas in there.
They're polarizing.
like,
People either love them or
It's,
hate them.
Very interesting.
I think that the tapioca ones have the consistency of like snot.
well, okay, she doesn't go to good boba places, okay?
I
Like,
don't know what to tell you. I
like,
have never met
She's right. It needs to be a
a
little
tapioca
firmer, but
booger ball that I liked. So.
after chapel, one of my friends was like, "Can we please get a sweet treat today?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not free until none of our free time did not line up." And then we were like, "Boba."
It sounds like you're the mom.
No,
She is.
I'm the
Can
dad.
we please get
She
a
is the
sweet
dad.
treat?
She is the dad. Who's the mom? Sebastian. We
Yeah,
established Sebastian is the mom. Claire is the
and
dad.
I'm the dad.
And everybody else
Didn't
is
think it was that
the
kind
children.
of school.
Well,
Well, it's not, but it's like,
no, that's just how,
the
I don't
rules,
remember
like,
how that got
know.
established. But like Claire's always the one doing like cookouts and stuff, and
yeah,
I don't know. You organize a
I
few too many
drive,
things to
and
be a
I-
dad, I fear. But
that's fair.
not that dads can't organize things. My dad cannot organize things.
This dad has a really hard time organizing things.
I get the sense that that's the general feeling for dads. I feel like moms normally organize things.
Yeah.
The dads who do organizational stuff are like the outliers, which isn't a bad thing.
Well, Sebastian bakes. That's what makes
He
him
does,
mom.
yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, welcome to Whistle the Feast. Let's get some names on these voices. We'll save you for last. Let's go. Who am I? I'm Jason Jaspersen,
you?
and I'm the host of Whistle the Feast.
They should know your voice by now. You've been here for a hot minute. If they don't know your voice,
It's been a warm
they're probably new.
minute,
And if you are new, welcome.
No, pretty hot.
but it could be somebody's first time.
It could be.
It's true.
First time.
In which case, welcome to the party.
First time feast reader.
Yeah, our
And you?
listeners are
And
readers,
who are you?
by the way, Leah. Oh, you know that, though. I am Claire. I'm a student at Bethany, and Jason has asked me very nicely to start scheduling some podcasts, so I'm his co-host tonight. And we're hosting...
I am Annika Doberenz, and I think I'm like the secondary guest. I think,
Well, there's no, like...
anyways.
No, the hierarchy is real.
Oh, it is real.
Yeah, I'm the secondary guest.
You matter way
Which
less.
I'm totally cool with. That's fine. But yeah, I am also a student here at Bethany. I am currently in my third year out of 3.5. So yeah, long story. But
Objection. That's speculation.
that it's a long story.
No, that 3.5. You don't know when you're graduating.
I'm sincerely hoping it's 3.5. I don't really have enough money to make it be longer.
See, I had that conversation with somebody else today, and that also is speculation.
Yeah, God provides.
That's right.
He will. He does.
That's right.
Money comes back.
Might be 6 years.
Maybe it will.
Like you.
Like me. And finally,
I'm Leah Matzke. I am, who am I?
Yeah, let's see where it goes.
Okay, well, first and foremost, I always tell people I am a child of Christ. I am a redeemed child, which means I met 2 new sisters today in God's family. So cool. A brother in Christ. Very awesome. I am a wife to Benjamin Matzke, who I met here at the coolest Reformation party ever. So I have an anniversary coming up next October. Very cool. That's awesome. Yep. And I have...
What anniversary?
The anniversary of first meeting Benjamin Matzke in a towel.
No, like how many years?
That's like what his costume was. He was wearing a towel. I don't know. It was weird.
Story.
She's looking for a count.
Numbers.
Yeah, how long have y'all been married?
Oh, how long? My goodness. 19 years? Okay. I probably got it wrong. It's probably 18.
Well, that's okay.
I don't know what 19 is.
Me neither. Never
8.
heard of it.
Yeah.
I think
somewhere
it's
in there.
19.
I do
Sounds
know
like
it's
boba tea.
Bobby.
It's not. She
You're
said
the
it's
only
like
one
snot.
that calls it that, for the record.
No, it was a joke for the day.
It was a good joke.
We do have 5 children. They're fantastic.
Good. 2
2 of them are at MVL, where you used to teach. And
Dan told me about that the other day. Sorry.
Oh,
Dan Gertz. He was like, she's got kids at MVL. I was like, what?
yeah, they love it. It's
Love
really
Dan
fun.
Gertz.
Awesome school. And then my younger 3 are at Prairie Lutheran, where I learned recently that his wife used to teach there. I had no clue she even taught.
Yeah, Jenny used to teach at lower grade.
So my little sister Ruthie was her student. And it was, my sister was so excited to talk to you about your visit to the farm.
Shout out to Ruthie.
Yeah,
I hope
Ruthie
you're listening.
Ryder. She's
Jenny
so cool.
and I love Ruthie so much.
Aw, we all love Ruthie so much.
Yeah.
So, and I guess other than that, I am a regenerative farmer, which I've been wanting to ask this for a long time. Why did you ask a farmer to a Bethany Arts podcast?
I've been wondering the same thing about
I know,
why
I
he
feel
asked
like we're
me.
maybe kind of oddballs, right?
Yeah, I don't even really feel like I fall in the farmer category. We were talking about it at lunch today, and I was like, I still don't really know why y'all asked me, but I'm like, I'm cool with it. I'll roll with it, but I really am curious about the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I think you have a faulty sort of definition. This is not necessarily a Bethany Arts podcast.
Okay.
Nope. I'm a psych major.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think, it started out orbiting around art. Mm-hmm. But we had some guests, like, for example, the Wooler episode.
Yeah.
Eric
That was a good one.
and Olivia.
Art collector.
That's right.
Yeah,
You heard
very
it.
cool.
You're a reader.
I'm a reader.
So, what I've learned along the way is that it's about, I think, the Bethany family, and we tend towards aesthetic questions. We tend towards what it's like to make things, but we also get into just what it's like to appreciate
And B.
what it's like to be.
Cool.
And sometimes we talk about what Bethany is like, trying to understand the Bethany culture. So, we're... why did I invite you? Why did I invite either of you? Well, I didn't invite Annika.
This is true.
That's Claire's fault.
Well, fault is the wrong word for that.
I know, but I picked it on purpose to be antagonistic. I think I'm feeling a little spicy today. I'm not sure.
I'm excited.
But I invited Leah after visiting your farm, Great Heritage Farm. Is it farm or farms?
Farm, just farm.
Great Heritage Farm.
Yeah.
And I want to hear you talk about that. But the origin story, of why you're here comes from that moment when I'm walking around your farm and you are beaming. You are so excited, and you're showing us around and you're telling us, I think, the very respectful way that you're operating. And I just thought the way that you live is interesting. The way that you communicate is interesting. We have history, I think. I just think it's going to be great. And sometimes I act on instinct, I just say, that's right.
Very fun. Well, I have some stories I'd love to share from MVL.
I totally believe you.
Very cool.
Oh, wait, from MVL?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
So I like to think of myself as the first canvas of students of Mr. Jaspersen, because I was in that first class, your very first year teaching at MVL.
How much older than you was he at that point?
I have no idea. You were newly married, probably. Didn't have any kids yet.
Year one?
Year one. I was there, year one.
So that's 2001.
Yep. Yep, that's my freshman year. So my first
So
time
you
seeing
were
him,
14
he was in a
and he
dunk
was-
tank. And he knows. He remembers now. He remembers.
I did not remember. I'm struggling to remember, but I'm going to try to answer the age question. So I think it's 10 years older.
Okay. So you would have been 24 when you started at
Yeah.
MVO?
Now, she was a freshman.
I was born in 86.
I was born in 77.
10, 11 range.
Yeah, 10, 11 years.
Sure.
But for the seniors, that's even tighter. You know, it's even
Right,
closer.
no, exactly.
And that was awkward.
I believe it.
Everything about that was awkward, including the dunk tank.
Yeah, so my first memory is I come to school, and it's like only the freshmen get to go the first day, which is brilliant, I think. You just kind of get to, you're so nervous, and you get to figure it out. And they had this, like, great mixer where you're supposed to dunk the teachers, I guess. And the first time I saw you, you had this curly hair, and you were barefoot. And I thought, my art teacher's a hobbit. He's short. Oh my goodness, he's a hobbit. And then I think I saw your toes and they were a little curly. I was so excited. So anyway, and I happen to really enjoy hobbits. So it instantly beloved.
I don't think I've ever seen Jason laugh that hard.
Well, you're verifying that you were the right choice.
Oh,
You should be invited. You should be invited to this. This is already delightful.
And I could definitely sense you had a bit of tension. Like,
Really?
I could, actually. I'm not sure if the first class, I was in your very first art class, like drawing class. It was me, Malia, and then a bunch of other students that didn't really seem to care, perhaps. And I remember you were, like, I think you're new to teaching us. And so your thoughts were, basically, I think that first class you said I only gave out 2 A's. And I'll never forget slipping up that corner of the paper and being like, I put time into that.
You were
I
one
put
of
time
them.
into the still life, the fruit still life. And a lot of kids, I think, oh, easy A, we're just going to throw out whatever. So you did definitely raise the bar, but I think you also had to figure out, like you were learning what that looks like in an art class.
Yeah, and sometimes on the podcast, I'll talk about that era where I was trying to figure out how to do this thing that I wasn't trained for.
Because you let it slip. You would say that. You were like, I am a trained artist, but I'm not well certified. Like, you didn't say well certified. You said, but I'm not an MLC person. And that was fascinating to me because you were different. And as a student, I think we latch on to things that are a little different. I don't know. It was very good for me. I'll say it's a positive. But
Well, and I think you've mentioned Leah. He said he was a trained artist, but I've heard you say a lot of times that you don't. It's taken you a long time to think of yourself as a teacher. So saying I'm a trained artist and saying I am a trainer of artists is a completely different thing. So that makes sense that there would be a little bit of a disconnect there.
yeah, like a dissonance.
You had to
for
sort
sure.
of come into your own when it came to teaching.
Yeah, it's just interesting to get an eyewitness account.
Yep, I was there. You can ask questions. Did you have any impressions of the class as a first-time teacher?
Oh, it's blurry.
Is
I
it?
mean,
Okay.
like,
You've had so many students, so many
I
years.
have. This is year
Yeah.
24,
Amazing.
right? If we started fall of 2001,
Yep.
I've been teaching since then, and yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
People tell me stories, and I love hearing those stories. I can kind of vaguely get myself in that position.
Okay.
But
Yep.
I'd be very interested in hearing your recollections.
Yeah. So the art room. I haven't actually been in the new studio yet. I need to go see the new Bethany art rooms. I mean, not Bethany. MVL art rooms. But the art room was a little lunchroom. It was
new,
tiny.
Yeah, new is relative because
Right.
I've been out of there for 7 years.
Oh, sure. So even things new for you now maybe is
Yeah.
different. But when I was there,
Or 8
we were
years.
this little tiny room across from the gym. And I think they use it as the staff break room now. We were squished in there. And I remember there was clay. There was literally pottery wheels in the corner and our little desks. And there was art on every wall. And it was squished.
It really was.
It was very squished. Yeah.
No light, no ventilation.
Nope. I can still smell it.
Yeah, there's paint thinner and there's clay dust and there's charcoal.
Yep. It's all in the same room. All in the same
I would
room.
actually climb on the countertops for storage. I'd get things.
Oh, sure.
way
I
up
remember
high.
that. Yep. So you were my first experience with you used to do it where we'd all do I remember doing a self-portrait once, and we had to hang all the self-portraits up on the wall, and then we had to talk about it, and it was terrifying, and it was fun. I don't know, it was good.
Like skydiving.
Yeah, it was crazy, and I remember thinking, oh, cool, like to actually get to hear, not just from the teacher, but also from others. And also, you can't see this, but because of Jason, I am incredibly good at drawing hands. It's a skill that he gave me. Every single day for an entire, maybe year, he had this sketchbook and we had to draw our hand in a different pose.
5-minute hand drawings.
5-minute hand drawings, and it's to this day I can whip out a hand usually pretty well.
Yeah, we did that for years.
It was so awesome.
Cool.
And
that was a standard.
we had these little blue sketchbooks, and you'd usually just put the grade, you'd look at it, but every so often he would write something like, nice job, or I had done a drawing of the lips once, and he had been like, they're strangely shaped, aren't they? Something like that. If the teacher has time to write down a comment to a student, it's like gold. I still have that notebook. I'll still want to feel good. I'll go through it and be like, oh, Jason told me that once. And so,
That's so
yeah,
cute.
that's really, those sketches are special. I should actually probably start sketching again. It was fun.
You should.
It was very fun.
Your art teacher thinks you should.
That's very sweet of you.
That was 20 years ago.
That was, wow. And it's still hard to call him Jason. He's Mr. Jaspersen.
I believe it. Yeah.
What do you guys call him? Professor
Jason.
Jaspersen? Jason?
J-Man.
J-Man?
Yeah.
JJ? I don't know. Mr. Jaspersen.
You know, so that's a topic. Even back then, 20 years ago, you know, when I started at MVL, I was a student of a guy named Pete Bladel.
Yeah, I love Pete.
I loved Pete too.
Yeah.
And he wanted us to call him Pete. And, it wasn't Professor Bladel. But that wasn't going to fly at MVL, you know? I came in kind of with that attitude, but as soon as leadership heard about it, I had a talking to
I imagine.
about that.
Yeah. I remember getting in big trouble in grade school once for calling someone by their first name. It was a big no-no.
Interesting.
Lost a recess type of trouble.
Ooh, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
You're in for
Everything.
recess.
Yeah. Grade school.
Right.
Yeah.
But since then, I've had a lot of nicknames, you know?
Okay.
24 years of sort of
You have any
rotating.
favorites?
I don't know. I'm gonna think on that. I've got to
Sounds good.
populate the list.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me because I grew up in the South, and it's like Mr. or Mrs. first name, last name, or not first name, just last name, and ma'am and sir is, if you don't say it, is like grounds for whooping. But but then I moved up to the North, and I've lived here for 5 years now, and it's way more casual here, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
All of the vast majority of the adults that I've met, yes, it's different because I'm an adult now, but it's still instinctive for me to say ma'am and sir, and to call people Mrs. or Mr., or in this case professor or doctor,
Right.
depending on the title, last name. That's my instinct. And I've had so many people say, you don't have to call me that, just call me by my first name. And it still is I'm not allowed to do that. It causes some anxiety. But with you, I don't know. I did originally call you Professor Jaspersen, and then I think you harped on me, and I was like, fine, I'll call you Jason. And now it's now that's just what I call you. But I do remember
You've never had a class with me.
I haven't, no. But I've interacted with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Claire, you've never had a class with me.
No, sir.
This is interesting. And also, that attitude is interesting because she jumps in. I call him J-Man.
I started there.
It's so
did,
different, you
Yeah.
know, than Annika's.
And I'm
Yeah.
teacher's pet. That's Mr. Jaspersen.
Yeah.
It doesn't impress me though.
No, I know. It's hard to get over that mental block. It is so hard.
Yeah, every now and then I get that from a former MVL student, Mr. J.
I imagine, yeah. Mr. J, yep.
You get JJ a lot recently. Has that always been a thing, or is that I've heard a lot of people call you JJ recently.
Yeah, that has had life in the past.
Yeah.
You know, I just watch these things sort of rise and fall.
Yeah.
There was
wants
J
us-
cubed. There was Dr. J.
I like
Emily Paschke calls me Mr. Jason, and I
Mr.
think
Jason.
yeah, and I think it's a joke, from syllabus day where I express that I'm confused about what I want you to call me, and
I see.
like finds the most awkward thing to say.
Yes,
That's really
perfect.
And then it expands into our family. So now my wife is Mrs. Jennifer, and she'll
I thought you were
sweetly
going to say Mrs. Jason for a second.
she'll sweetly say Mrs. Jennifer, or when she's talking to my dad, Mr. Grandpa.
That's adorable.
Is Mr. Grandpa a bus driver
awesome.
for MVL?
Mr. Grandpa is a bus
All
driver.
right, he was
for
at
MVL.
cross country yesterday. I was like, I know that man.
Yeah,
He
that's
used
my
to-
dad.
He used to be my track coach. It was
Did you
hard.
think he was a hobbit too?
No, he is not at
Just
all like
Jason?
Jason. He is very
Just
different in every way. Like, for real. I know he's very different. He's a cool guy, but he's not Jason.
Nobody is,
So,
except Jason.
but he was a track coach, and I equate track to hard work, like a different type of hard work, like
Yeah.
suffering, sweating.
Yeah.
And art, I equate more to, I guess, probably just relax, enjoy, and I don't know, but not always.
Still
Yeah.
hard work,
Not
but
always.
it's like hard work for your mind. Maybe I don't know. Like when I'm writing, I feel like it's more like hard work for my mind and my heart. Like I'm not like physically exerting myself, but it's like hard work for my soul.
That's cool.
But I get the difference.
Yeah.
Could you define regenerative farmer for us?
Yeah.
Let's get into
Sure. So-
your everyday.
Basically, what that means is we take land and we want to make it better than we left it. We want it to be better every year. So, like in the case of our farm, it was 40 acres of bare cropland. It had been monocropped for decades and decades.
That's not good.
And the only way to grow things out of it is to pump in the fertilizer, take it all back out, pump in the seed. It's a very it's not sustainable, to be quite frank. Something's eventually going to change. And so we were like, well, we want to farm so bad. It's been so heavy on my heart to do this all these years, and we don't have all this expensive equipment. So let's become beef farmers, and we'll do grass farming. And so basically, I'm a grass farmer. We grow beautiful soil so that can feed all of the animals, and they can grow well, which in turn is great for us because the food is very good for you. So to start, we took this bare land and we planted it in a pasture, all optimistic. And the first year I had 30 acres of weeds, and it was terrifying because it's a ton of money, and the neighbors are going to get mad at you. And it was this horrible weed called water hemp, which the animals can't eat or they get sick. And it's becoming resistant to all spray. So it's a problem in the Midwest. This is a real agricultural problem. And I remember just crying. I'm like, what are we going to do? I don't want to spray this land. I don't want to have to till it under again because I wanted to do no till. And my friend Anna Johnson, she used to be Seidel. She was a student here, good friend. And she has done the same thing to her land. And she said, Leah, the weeds will go away. Basically, just keep mowing it, get those animals across it fast, and the weeds will go away. And she was totally right. After about 2 years of this, the weeds went away, and now it's just alfalfa, grasses, and it's a beautiful place to raise. I have beef out there, followed by sheep and goats. Sometimes we get the chickens out there to scratch apart the cow patties. So another element of regenerative farming is all these animals are working together to improve the land, to work alongside each other, and then they also are really good for us. Like the actual fat composition, there's been studies done. It can be very good, healthy fats. So yeah, it's farming. You add a few zeros to everything, especially your mistakes. So it's a very expensive learning curve into. I think that's why a lot of people don't just, I'm going to become a farmer. It's so expensive, and it takes time, and it takes so much trust. Like, will it grow? Will the weeds go away? That cow died. Will I be able to pay for feed? There's just a lot of layers. So yeah,
it's not very what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not like no one thinks farmer and is like ooh, like
it's not an attractive it's not an intuitive
so
profession for lack of a better word.
It's
too.
interesting because
stick to it is so cool.
I think people think a farm is very routine, right? You have the seasons. You plant, you sow, every day you have to do the same chores or things die. Mm-hmm. And so it creates this excellent routine, which you can build great things on, but it's also different every day because an animal will maybe give birth and it's the first time having that new little one there, or an animal will break out of a fence while you're on vacation. So you have to drive 6 hours home, but you forget your keys up at vacations. You have to drive all the way back. Like
when that happens.
life just is chaotic. And I feel like a farm sometimes puts that on steroids. So, but
Yeah, I feel like there's like two different ways it goes. People either think that's gross or they think it's like a pipe dream. And they're like, oh, I'll do it someday and it'll be easy. Like a hobby farm is easy and I will have all these pets and it will go well and I will make my own food. It's not how it is. Like the fact that you had to put trust into the weeds will go away is what? Like that's scary. You can't bet your life on weeds because weeds are, I don't know. There's, the parable of the sower and the seed. Obviously, it's like, well, no one plants weed seeds, but you have to be able to push through life. Like, the brevity of life means you have to stick into it, not pull out of it. So you have to, going forward with that type of trouble is very brave.
Yeah. To be a farmer, you have to give it all the time it takes, or you will fail. You have to give it all the time it takes. And you have to tell yourself that, of course this terrible thing happened. Of course I lost my beef cow this spring. Of course I'm a farmer. Right. And then you move on and you adjust quickly. So, and I think it works in life in general. Give it the time it takes.
Yeah.
And tell yourself, of course, I live in a messy, sinful, fallen world that's also full of beauty and joy. So of course this or that is happening to me. It's good.
Do you know who Joel Salatin is?
I was on a video call with Joel Salatin on Wednesday.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you know who Joel Salatin is?
No, I don't know why we're freaking out right now.
Tell us who that is.
So
tell us who Joel Salatin is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's a regenerative farmer based out of Virginia. And he's written how many books?
Pretty many.
It's like a lot. It's a lot of books. But it's faith-based, sustainable, respectful farming, which sounds like I asked that question knowing that your answer was going to be yes, but not that you were on a video call with him on Wednesday. That's insane.
Yeah, he's known as the lunatic farmer, which means a lot of his farm is polyface farm, so it's all sorts of stuff. You have all the animals. I've seen him. Yeah. So he can be abrasive, but he's also super passionate about regenerative ag.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually flying out to D.C. with my kids in a week, and we're gonna talk about the Farm Bill, and Joel Salatin will be there.
That's
amazing.
I'm
looking forward to that.
Well, I'll be praying. You said when was that?
In October. Second week in October. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Probably in the past by the time this releases.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
but
we'll see how it goes. Most of my kids have never flown, so the fact that
it's a good time.
A wonderful donor stepped up and is sending us, so it's pretty wild. Cool. I can't even. 2 weeks ago, I didn't know this was happening. So what a crazy world, right? Yeah.
So somebody has to do the chores.
Ruthie is amazing. My little sister's going to come milk my cows, feed everybody, feed the pigs.
Yeah.
Pet the goats, pet the kitties.
For how long? How long are you out?
It's only 3 nights, so it'll only be 3 days. Yeah. Yep. But
big adventure.
Yeah.
And what an opportunity to proclaim the necessity of this type of life.
More and more consumers are stepping up and saying, "Hey, we want our animals raised well. We want this is insane to me. Like you can raise there's laws out there like in Massachusetts that people are against. So I don't like big government, but in this law, basically a pig has to have enough room to turn around. That's what the law says, enough room. And so the opponents are like, you can't tell farmers what to do, which I agree. In a dream world, animals. How do you explain it? Basically, farmers should have the rights to raise their animals well, but what do you do when the big companies aren't? And it's hard for me because these are God's creatures and there's stewardship, and so I really do wrestle with that because I'm very, very pro independent farming, independent people, the right for free market and commerce, but then animals suffer sometimes, and that's hard. And I think the strongest voice is the consumer. Ultimately, I don't think you can. I don't think you can bash people and use laws to force people to change. I think it comes down to the consumer.
But so many consumers would say, well, so many consumers are entirely uninformed and have no idea that these are even issues. But I feel like when they are informed, the fact is that when you change farming on a corporate level, on the ginormous level that it is nationwide for the most part, it costs so much more to give for example, pigs enough space to turn around. And
Right,
then the
I
meat goes up in
sympathize.
price, and then the consumers are going to say, no, we want the price to go down, so take away their space. And that's why it's how it works, is that now the voice of the consumer is in favor of the animals being treated worse, because it means it's cheaper for them.
Yeah, it's I feel bad for the government too, because the Great Depression happened, right? People starved. It was hard. And I think that's where a lot of this stuff came from, is we want to feed our people affordably. That's important. But somebody always pays. And so as a farmer, I have very expensive products. And that's because what I do is I look at my production and my inputs, and I charge appropriately and I have wonderful customers that come and support that. But I can never compete with Walmart because I've looked at the actual cost. And a lot of the farm bill really wraps into that. A lot of money goes to the bigger businesses because they keep food cheap, because they want to feed the nation. But is it cheap? Is it cheap to eat cheap food in the long run?
Well,
these are really political topics, Jason. It's tough. It's tough stuff.
Well, I think it's political, but it's also philosophical.
Yeah,
it is.
And I suppose that's the same thing, right? Politics is just people who believe differently.
I've never heard that definition. I like
That's
that.
a good way to think of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do another one. Politics teaches you who to hate.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I really dislike that.
go.
I don't want to hate anybody.
I didn't. So I didn't.
You just hit both
I
sides
didn't
of the
bask
spectrum,
in their
didn't
glow
you?
for long.
Right.
And,
No, it's very hard. It's
But both of those are true. Both of those definitions. But it's the mindset.
And as a farmer, I can say I am only doing what I'm doing right now, the way I'm doing it, because of amazing conventional farmers. Most of the farmers around me would love to change the way they farm. It's so expensive. It's just too expensive. And they show up, they work hard, they're wonderful Christian people. It's get to know the people.
It occurs to me that if you take a longer lens, you're saying it's expensive, the prices will go up, right? But we got here because the prices went down generations ago. And I have a beef with no pun intended. Sorry,
I have a pork with it. So.
certified dad here. I'll just continue with my sentence. I have a beef with the Industrial Revolution. I sure do like not having polio. I sure do like, my microwave oven. But I do think there are major losses in the human experience.
Yeah.
From the sort of industrial mindset. And there are a lot of ways that we drive prices down, right? But it's because the affiliation is more to, say, the abstract idea of profit than the abstract idea of the human experience.
Right. This is a weird thought. Have you been in a Dollar General? They're all identical across the whole country, and they're all very often very farm art. Like, oh, I'm gonna decorate my kitchen with the pig and this and that, and it's I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I don't like commercial art. It drives me bonkers. And that's the thing, is there's no experience. It's not real. And something really cool about my farm is I sell a product that you legally, to buy it, have to come to the farm to purchase it. It's milk.
Raw
milk. And so people they can pasteurize it if they want, which is great. But if they come to the farm, they get to see my farm. They get to literally meet my cow if they want. They can pet her. They get to meet the farmer. And I think that's an amazing, I know a lot of people complain, oh, it's the horrible government law. But I'm like, this is great. All these strange, unique people are coming to my farm. I get to meet the most fascinating people because of it.
Yeah, I read a poem the other day that was like, and it's about like, the concept is the woman says something to the man about how he's rich enough to afford to order envelopes and order stamps. And he says, yeah, but I wouldn't get to go to the newsstand and see the lady and buy the envelope. And I wouldn't get to go to the post office and see the lady and buy the stamp. And I wouldn't get to see the trees, and I wouldn't get to see the squirrels, and I wouldn't get to do the life part of it. Like,
right.
Everybody can plastic and sterile and do all of the easy way and have the numerous easy ways, but that's not what life is. Like,
Right. Let's value
see
community.
Faces. Yeah.
You want to see faces. Yeah.
I want to know who my milk comes from and who my eggs come from. I want to know.
Very fun.
You mentioned earlier the community and getting to actually know the people, and we've returned to that topic. And Jason and I were talking at lunch earlier about the communal aspects of farming. And you talked about how it wouldn't be possible without the conventional farmers around you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's definitely something I've taken for granted, but it's also something that the community aspect of it, to be specific, is something that I've come to appreciate all the more because of the way that small farming operates. And I think that's a really beautiful thing that unless you experience it, you don't know that it's a thing.
Yeah.
But
Well, could you tell us how you know?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, I wouldn't necessarily say that my family farms, where we raise our own meat, but we don't sell it.
Yeah, but their lifestyle is slow and joyful and generous and all of the things. Have
you been there?
Yeah.
She
has.
Yeah. She
Also, interrupting.
A couple weekends ago. Please.
It's interesting to hear you say, I wouldn't say we farm, because I hear a very similar statement about, I'm not really a real artist. A lot of people dodge the definition.
Yeah, they don't want to own it, yeah.
There's a certain sort of glowing definition, and then I don't live up to that definition. And
that's true. We don't
side note
in the stereotypical definition.
Anyways,
you think
tell us about
tractors
community.
and fields and things. We don't have tractors and fields. We have woods and rabbits
and rivers.
Keep
and
saying,
a river.
Keep saying what you have.
Yes.
Keep saying
Claire
what you have.
really likes our river. It's not our river. My mom makes amazing pie.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
To clarify, a couple weekends ago, Claire
the best weekend of my life.
and
11 of our
is.
other friends all piled to Annika's house, and we slept in her basement, and we... please, you talk.
No, you're clearly very passionate about it, please.
You please continue.
Okay. Every month, during the summer, down by where I live in Preston, there's a square dance in a town called Lanesboro, and for the past couple of years, I've invited huge gaggles of people to come to my house for the weekend. So we go down on Saturday, and I live by the Root River, so we will spend a couple of hours in the river, and then my mom is a spectacular cook. So, and her spiritual gift is hosting.
Cool.
She is the definition of a people person. And she asked me for numbers a week before, and I was like, well, I think there's 11. And she was like, invite more. So I did.
I love that. That is so good.
And some people couldn't come in, and we were sad not to have them, but it was an absolutely delightful weekend. And so we went square dancing, went to church the next morning, and it was a soul affirming weekend. Just brilliant community. But anyways, so I don't have, it's not my land. We don't have nearly as large of an operation as you clearly do on your farm. Our farm doesn't even have a name, but we raise rabbits and chickens, and we have a garden, and we do everything like you were saying very respectfully. The way that we operate is we don't raise more than we will eat. We don't harvest more than we need, and when we do harvest it, it's incredibly respectful, and it's I was telling Jason this earlier, we pray over the animals as we harvest them, that their deaths would be quick and painless, and that God would continue to bless us to be able to live the way that we live, and that we would not take it for granted. But the communal aspect of it, this is a really long story, is that the way we started raising chickens was that a teenager from our church, which their family does have a larger farm, but he wanted to try raising chickens through the whole process of from eggs to real living chickens. Mm-hmm. But he didn't have anything to do with the chickens because they already had chickens and didn't need more. So he approached my dad and asked if my dad wanted chickens because he knew that we farmed. And my dad said, heck yeah. So now we have chickens. And it's this sort of interaction. We didn't see it coming, but it was a learning opportunity for him. It was definitely a learning opportunity for us because we had never raised chickens before. But it's this communal aspect of serving each other and then also serving with each other. And the unity that comes from this kind of lifestyle is, I think, one that you maybe can't experience with other. It's at least a different kind of unity than with other.
I had a really
lifestyles.
neat community experience with our Bethany's groundskeeper, Dan Johnson. Is he still here?
Yeah.
So I worked for him for several years here. Loved doing groundskeeping with him. And the talk came up that his daughter had always wanted horses. And they lived about 15 miles north of Nicollet, where my husband and I, when we first got married, moved to. And we came up with the plan that I could bring horses and goats and rabbits to the Johnson farm. And they had 10 kids, young kids at the time. And I think that, this is in high school this year. It's crazy. But basically, we had our farm at the Johnsons.
Way older.
I got to go, what?
Way older than that.
I think you meant their youngest is in high school.
Isn't their youngest in high school? Yeah, their youngest.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, so basically, it was so cool. We would 2 or 3 times a week go to the Johnsons' farm. We became like family. I remember Dan had this meal once where he had caught the fish. They're big fishers. They had grown everything in the garden. He's like, Leah, everything on my plate, we fished or grew ourselves. And I was like, Dan, that's really cool. I'm going to do that someday.
Those are the best kinds of meals.
Yeah, it's just so cool. But yeah, I learned a lot about being a Christian parent, a lot about who I am through Dan Johnson, actually, which is really neat. And Emily, his wife, is a dear, dear woman. And so, yeah, but the community, the fact that they couldn't afford to feed the animals, perhaps, and the neighbor saw the horses on a tiny pasture because they're only on like 3 acres, and their neighbor is like, oh, let's just add a couple acres. He took some of his corn out of production, so the horses had more pasture. Isn't that cool? Wow. And then once the horses left, life changed, things changed. We got moved to our farm, and the farmer put it back into corn like it was never there. So it's cool.
Yeah, there's autonomy there.
Yeah.
You can choose.
Yep. And I got to farm before I had a farm. It was really cool. So
Like your chicken farmer friend.
yeah, we got to do the same.
Yeah,
So-
and then the way that spirals is so cool because like now my mom teaches English to him and his brother, and it's like even more unity, even more community. It's just solidified by simple things like saying, "Hey, I want to try raising chickens.
Yeah.
Are you
Right.
interested?"
It's very cool.
And we've like
Claire,
sold him
you
rabbits.
are about to detonate over
It's
here.
just
What's going on with
everything
you?
we keep saying. Okay, it's so circular. Okay. So here's my favorite thought, baby, right now. Okay, first of all, God's love, circular. The point of love, life. Okay. Everything you just said is literally the gospel. Like, you have a gift that's affirmed to you, so you have the ability to share it. The other night, Jason just said, I know the gospel, like I know the gift, I have to share it, okay? So it's just this idea of like, generosity can only exist with abundance, ? I don't, like, maybe not. You can still be generous with very little. But the concept that like, you're face to face with this invitation to heaven, and all of a sudden you realize there's like a handful of them, and you gotta start giving them to people. Like, it's like with the chickens. You have too many chickens and you give them, and then that provides for your family. It's like God's hand providing for you. Like, literally so divine. Like,
Exactly.
Just,
Yeah, it
anyways.
is.
Life is
beautiful.
divine.
Exactly.
It is.
Like your
Constantly.
vocation. Yeah.
The older you get, the less coincidences you will see in your life. It's so fun.
all
I'm
so
so
intentional.
excited to be where you are
Like,
someday. I'm so excited to be a grandma. I'm so excited.
Oh.
I love getting old. And
I do too.
I love it. It's so good. Like,
That
I
is
don't
a
know.
rare mindset, but it's beautiful. So
I'm gonna-
many people wish that they didn't have to deal with aging. But there's something so precious about the experiences. Like, I love talking to old people. It's like one of my favorite things ever because they have amazing stories.
Stories are where it's at.
And you can learn just inordinate amounts of stuff from one conversation, and you walk away feeling like a completely different person after one conversation with somebody who's just lived more life than you. And I love it.
it gets better. Goes back to art room, Jason Jaspersen art room. I remember one of the football guys in your classroom. I don't think he took the class very seriously, but maybe he did. And one day he was like, we got to live it up now. I've decided we got to party. We got to play hard because these are the best days of our life. And you had this look, like it wasn't a pleasant look. And you were like, you are so wrong. You have no idea what's ahead. Like, these are not the best days of your life. No, there's marriage, there's family, it was so, for me, I remember that moment. I remember like, oh, that's good, because this is kind of stressful, this high school stuff. It was hard. My hardest academic years by far were MVL. It was socially exhausting, very hard coursework. Bethany was like a new life, because new people, new beginnings. It was good. And I loved MVL, but it was different.
You know, that sentiment, these are the best years of your life, I think what I was reacting to is that's a script.
Maybe it is kind of taught into us. Yeah, as a high schooler, these are the best years of your life.
Pop culture can do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I remember hearing that, like, from cousins, reunion kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was like this thing that people say. And, it spent time, like, confronting that idea, and then I was ready to say something. Yeah,
you said something to our class. It was crazy. Another thing that Jason was so good at in our art class was I had never had a teacher do this. He's a very professional. I'm the teacher. I'm talking to you, right? You would invite us into your family. Like you would, when you were first there, you were probably newly married. You hadn't had Maida yet. And I remember you saying you came home. You guys would both come home from work. And you would both say, I am so tired. Jen would say that. You would say that. And then you said that you both were like, we don't like being tired. Let's just stop saying that. And then you said, okay, cool. Let's stop saying that. And I don't know how that worked out, but you told us this conversation that you and Jen had where you just cognitively decided to choose to maybe have more energy, choose to not at the very least not say those words. And that stuck with me my whole life, because sometimes when we're just feeling grouchy or grumpy, I'm like, wait, I mean, it's okay to feel that way, but do I have to? Can I choose a better thought?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
But it's from you. You said that Pete let you into his life.
Yes.
So it's that whole like mirror of like, well, that's the circular nature of the way you had to teach then, of letting people into your life, like the personal, just what had to happen,
Yeah, and I'm on the record several times saying Pete Bladel is one of the most influential teachers that influences the way that I approach the student.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful.
So it's interesting to hear that like come out of you.
Yeah, it's a very vivid memory, which isn't, you probably don't even remember the moment.
Not at all.
But it's so vivid. My last great story I have to share, I wonder if you remember this one. I don't know if it's after Maida had been born, or if you had found out that you were expecting her. And he got so excited. He came in the room, it was like first hour. He's like, I'm a dad. And he jumped on the table and he beat his chest like a monkey. I'm a dad. And he like flung around. I'm like picturing Gollum here. Like,
it wouldn't have been on the table.
Was it been on the desk or something on the side?
It had to be like in the countertop.
Oh, it was. Remember? Okay, I remember now.
Because those drafting tables would have collapsed.
Nope, you're right. So there was a counter and there was a window between the Christian basics and like geography room.
Yeah.
And then there was this room. And you were on that counter and you made sure that other room could see you being a complete crazy man. And the other room was...
picture this window right here.
Yeah,
and
like, it was so great. And so the other room was like, what? Yeah. And we're all like, what? Like we were just...
And it was a standing jump from the floor up to countertop.
Pure energy. Just pure energy.
Like
adrenaline.
Pure energy. And I was so... It was like, I'm like, I can't wait to be a parent.
I do remember that.
There was a lot of joy.
Because people have told me about that.
That's the only thing is because of their memory. Okay. No, it was cool. Joy makes you do unexpected things. And it's pretty cool being a dad, isn't it?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm new to being a high school parent, and it's so fun watching your kids like find their talents and becoming like legit better at you at some things. Like they grow in ways you just wouldn't expect. And it's really cool. Growing old is great.
I'm going to pull up a photo that has to do with what you're talking about.
Oh, it's Natalie's. That's Rudolph. That's a calf. I'm looking at a painting, an oil painting that my daughter did.
Whoa!
She's
Amazing.
She's exceptionally talented. She has painted beautiful, huge like murals with like scripture and like swallows. I spend a lot of time in my barn because I milk 3 dairy cows, and every day I spend time there. And my daughter, she was like, "Mom, this place is drab. Can we please lighten this up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess." And so we painted together 2 murals behind my stanchions. They're both Van Gogh because anyone that milks cows is crazy. So we had to go with Van Gogh.
Oh my.
So we did Starry Night and we did his sunflowers. And we actually got the paint from her current art teacher, Michael Weekman. So Michael Weekman is the art teacher now, and she adores him. He does such a great job.
I do too.
I know I was very sad when you had left MVL. I'm like, my kids won't get the Jason Jaspersen experience. And they didn't get Ben.
They upgraded.
No, but Michael is a really special man. He is generous. He's loving. He is quiet. Like he'll listen.
We love you, Michael. We love you.
Yes. Please be listening. Hello.
We love Matt too.
Matt's pretty cool.
Megan?
Yep.
Yeah. The Weekmans have taught me a lot
Don't forget
about generosity.
Dan.
Don't forget Dan.
Dan is fun.
Dan, we love you
He's
too,
the party.
Dan's up on stilts right now.
Oh man. So yeah, no, I took away a lot of little moments like that, and a lot of them weren't even probably about the coursework. But
That's the point. What is that? What do you call that? The
Hidden curriculum.
hidden curriculum.
curriculum.
I like that.
Exactly.
I like
It's
that.
not about what you learn in the
I think,
classroom. It's about
yeah,
what you learn.
most of the influence that I seek is hidden curriculum.
Yeah.
that's actually Dan Johnson's secret goal. It wasn't like a secret, but I did groundskeeping for Dan for several years, and he said, "I'm going to educate you." Like basically, he shared his family life. We watched like a Ken Hom creationism series. It was like Pete Fogstad and a whole bunch of Paul Weber. We were all squished on this couch in all of our 15-minute breaks, and we learn about creationism. And it was just, he was so cool. And he took it very
Dude.
seriously.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I do is likely because of Dan Johnson. Like I was walking campus when I first got here today, and a lot of these beautiful spaces I got to help put in. So he was the artist, and I was the labor person, I guess, putting the rocks in, shoveling the mulch. And it's cool. It's still here. It has.
Well, we appreciate them.
They're beautiful. Yeah. I got to help with the Moses rock. That was pretty exciting.
What's the Moses Rock?
I don't know. It's between the sports center, the old one, and the Ylva soccer. It's like a rock with bubbles, water coming out.
Oh.
So it's the Moses rock.
Oh.
And there was actually one of the plants was called a burning bush. That's the name of the plant. I don't know if it still lives, but it was
I love that little garden.
Yeah.
I sit in there and just think and write. It's like one of my favorite places on campus. I was in there the other night, and my roommate actually walked past going towards the Y-Pack, but she didn't realize it was me. And then I mentioned it later, and she was like, "That was you! You were the little gremlin I saw sitting in there."
funny.
Which I thought was really... I was like, yeah, I probably did look like a little gremlin. But no, I was just sitting in there like thinking and praying. It was like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
And I just needed to
space.
be outside and think. And that's my favorite place to do it.
Wonderful. When we put it in, Paul Weber, he says, this is going to be the engagement place. Like we have created an engagement place. It was kind of funny, I thought.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anyone's been engaged there, but.
Well, Annika has.
What?
What? You mean like get? I thought you meant to partake. Oh, you meant like get proposed to.
Yeah, no. Hey.
I love this.
I was like,
I thought you literally meant like a place to linger and
Hey,
to
this is great.
like,
No, this is-
engage with.
The English language is
by
fascinating.
the time this
with the
releases,
space.
you'll understand.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, man.
yeah, did you? I don't even have.
It's a conspiracy.
Who's planning to propose?
It's a conspiracy.
What?
We're all in on it.
Oh, man.
I remember an illustration you did from the Blueberries book.
That is a gorgeous book. Do you guys know this book?
What is the
Blueberries for
Blueberries book?
Sale. So
Oh, is that the one with the boy and the bear?
it's a little girl. It looks like a
Little
boy.
girl.
Yeah, little girl.
Oh,
And she's
okay.
picking, Sal is picking blueberries and following her mother. And the mother bear is eating blueberries and the little bear is following. And they get mixed up. And the illustrations are great. I think I did the one where the mama bear is like, oh, and I love that.
And then Ruthie drew from the same book.
Did she? Okay. Yeah, that
In
is
my
a
class.
childhood beloved book. That's really special. Huh.
Let's go to, why is it called Great Heritage?
Great. Oh, my farm name. Well, at Bethany, we would sing that gorgeous hymn, God's Word is our great heritage. And I just kept, so my initial farm was named Storybook Farm because there's a lot of stories at my farm. I love stories, like the heart, I just live and breathe stories. And name. We have, we do have little creative places planned where it's like a storybook. But I just kept wanting over and over I wanted people to ask, well, what does this mean? Basically, I was like, I want an excuse to share my Lutheran heritage and my faith. And it has been a really big blessing. I've had some people come to my farm only because they recognize like the logo and they're Christian. I've also had people just ask like, what does it mean? Which is great. Like, who does that? And then I got to share my story and my Lutheran heritage. So.
This is an audio format, so let's describe the logo.
Oh, it is a...
We're looking at stickers. She brought stickers
little
for
stickers.
us.
It's basically, my daughter and I worked on we did a sketch of it, and then we tried to color it, and then I did my best to vectorize it in Illustrator, which I don't know how well I succeeded. But it's basically Luther's seal, and Luther's seal is such a beautiful picture of our Christian faith, and I wanted to have that front and foremost in people's eyes. So, yeah. And also... we just have such a heritage as Christians. Like, we take it so for granted that this joy we've had from our parents and our parents' parents. And it's really special to be able to share that. And as I get older, I become less and less afraid to just share Christ as King, because it's so important and so good.
So that's wrapped up in heritage, that idea. That
the heritage. And also with animals, I think a lot of times people think of, like, I raise heritage animals, but that's way the lesser element.
So it's a welcome double meaning.
Yep. It's a beautiful hymn, especially when it's sung in 4-part harmony with a massive choir and like 500 alumni. Can't get it out of my head. It's so good.
You'll appreciate this. You mentioning the 4-part harmony reminded me. Claire and I were talking right before we came in here. When we were in the river a couple weekends ago before square dancing. There's this one part of the river that's got a bridge over it. And it's just this concrete bridge. Like, there's nothing special about it. But the acoustics under that bridge are otherworldly. Yeah. They're so good. And we were under there and we were kind of just messing around and like yelling things, and it was fun. And then I don't remember who started it, but somebody started singing Amazing Grace. Beautiful. And all 13 of us are like choir girls. And joined in, and it was immediate 4-part, just the most soul-stirring harmony.
And the water's like getting deeper and deeper, and we're like singing Amazing Grace. And it's like this...
We're standing chest deep in a river.
This river with a hallway of trees turns into a cathedral while we're just like...
Oh, that's amazing.
And there's bluffs. Yeah. And there's wildflowers like all over the place. And it was soul affirming. I think I said that earlier, but it was this again. It goes back to community. Yep. It's the kind of thing that if you haven't experienced it, you might not know it's a thing. Huh. But that I think is one of the most beautiful things about Bethany, is that you can sing in 4-part harmony, 500 students and alumni. And,
it's amazing. It's a very Lutheran thing. You don't find that a lot of churches.
And it just reverberates.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
So I just had a crazy thought. Your name is Whistle the Feast. So when I was at Bethany, I was part of a whistling choir. It was John Mayer, John Schroeder, Matt Salsley, and Luke Willits. And there's maybe another person I'm missing, sorry. But we whistled in 4-part harmony. We practiced for weeks, Beautiful Savior. It was so pretty. And Don Molstead was like, we need to do this for chapel. This is great. Cool. There were too many musicians in that group. They all shut it down. I was like, it's so pretty. And they're like, it's bad. You can't whistle in. It's like literally physically impossible, I guess, to whistle in tune. What? And they shut it. They wouldn't do it. What? They didn't think it was like proper. Right. But I was like, I'm so blessed. I have the worst ears. I just my kids are all like, they all play string instruments.
Yes.
And you can love string instrument player?
I do. I play violin.
Yeah. Amazing. That's awesome. So yeah, I had like 5 years of Twinkle Little Star, squeak, 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 and I just, they're the best. This is so good. And they're like, Mom, this is the worst. But I legitimately just hear how beautiful.
We had similar conversations with my mom, because I play the violin. My 2 younger siblings play the violin, and then my older brother plays every instrument fathomable. Like,
That's awesome.
It's so irritating. He can sit, like, I love him to death, but he can sit down or pick up an instrument that he's never touched before in his life and immediately be incredible at it.
He has the magic.
I don't know how he does it.
That's really cool.
That's just how his brain works. Mine does not. But that's okay because I have other skills and
Anyway,
that's how people work. But
your mom.
But yeah, we've had similar conversations with my mom. She'll be like, "That was incredible," and we'll be like, "Oh no, that was like the worst we've ever
it's
played."
Like I'm talking to my daughter Natalie right now. It's amazing.
Yeah,
like it's just, yeah.
It is such a happy thing, and that's part of why we're named that.
It's a great name.
There's a connotation.
Yeah.
This summer,
whistling.
I went to a Lord Huron concert with Nora and Olivia, right? And not right for him and her, but okay, two of my best friends and I bought concert tickets, planned a trip around the concert in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
Anyways, so we didn't really look into the opener, and one day we're talking about this huge trip we're about to go on, and we look up this lady named Molly Lewis, and we're like, who? Professional whistler! Like, what? So the entire opener for Lord Huron, we're set in this tiny little amphitheater, so intimate and personal, mountains in the background, and there's a whistler on stage.
That's
it's
cool.
the coolest thing ever.
Beautiful.
But yeah.
that's awesome.
That makes me really happy that there's a professional whistler in this world.
Yeah, she must be really something.
Yes, I bet she's just a happy lady.
Yeah.
How fun. Super fun.
Speaking of happy lady, let's talk about your daily routine.
Oh, I do have a really happy routine.
Can you walk us through a day?
Sure. From the very beginning?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you get up.
I usually wake up to the sun. Like, I naturally wake up. And the first thing I do is I wiggle my toes. I always wiggle my toes. I'm like, this is a good day. My toes are wiggling. I'm ready to go. And then I get up. I usually read a little devotion. And then all my kids start to spill down. And there's usually a lack of peace during this time because someone's getting their hair brushed or this or that. But then Bench settles everyone down and we do a devotion together, which is wonderful.
Just a clarification.
Yeah.
When you wake up with the sun, does that mean you wake up at different times?
It does, yeah. So like right now it's very much, so in the, I guess I'm speaking very like in the moment. This is like this month.
Yeah.
Once winter hits.
It's late September.
Once winter hits, unfortunately, we set an alarm. Winter is rough. Minnesota is rough. But whenever I can, I wake up with the sun. It's such a good, healthy, it feels good. And it works for a little while.
Okay, back to chaos.
Yeah, back to chaos. So, yeah, sometimes the kids are trying to practice piano or find this or that. And then they all hop in a car and it's quiet and it's just me. And it's so quiet. And I go outside and I usually let my two dogs out. I have these two beautiful collies and they put their little noses under my hand and they follow me to the barn. And I go out to the pasture and I call Rosie, Raspberry, Peggy. Those are my 3 dairy cows. And they all pop their head up and they come into the barn, usually. Sometimes I have to fetch them. That's annoying. And they come in, I brush them, I clean their udders, I milk them. I dump some milk in for the kitties who are usually crawling all over me because they really think they need a piece of this milk. And the milk all gets directly chilled. It's very important to get that milk as cold as fast as possible. And then the second round of chores happens. So I go around and I feed the piggies. And I usually have to scratch them. And if you scratch Princess Crystal in just the right spot, she rolls on her back and you can rub her belly. It's so cute. And then there's the ducks. They're everywhere. I don't feed the ducks. They're on their own. They eat the pig food and all the other food. And then I have 2 calves that I pour milk out for. And it pours on their head because they're so greedy and they shove their whole head in the milk. Like their whole head disappears in the milk. I'm like, why do you do this? It's not practical. but they drink it and they grow so fast. And then I usually give hay and water to the goats. And you have to pet the goats. It's very important to keep these animals tame. So you have to spend some time petting the goats. That's what I tell my husband. He's like, you could be a lot more efficient, I bet. I'm like, yeah, I am efficient when there's a deadline. But otherwise I stop and I always pet the goats. It's great. And then I let the chickens out. I try to remember to let those poor chickens out. Sometimes I forget. I think I had forgotten the day you and Jen were there and her sister. We let the chickens out late.
I got to let out one batch of them.
Yeah, they were like frantic because they're used to getting out a little sooner. So they were like flying out. And yeah, once all that all wraps up by about 10 o'clock. And then I come in and I fry myself an egg. And I usually read a little of God's Word. And I try to plan my day. I don't know. And then from there, it's just kind of whatever the project is. I usually have a lot of customers come. So I'm visiting with people that come and go. And then a little more quiet. I try to do some creative stuff online. Doesn't always happen. But then And the kids come home from school, and then it's all about like making supper, getting ready with the kids. Lucy usually wants to go ride goats or pet the animals. You've met her. She's very demanding. Yeah. The day that Lucy is 8, and the day that he came, she had it in her head she was going to go to the library. And they just wouldn't leave in her mind. And I was like, I don't want them to leave. So it was like this struggle. Lucy was like, well, I kind of enjoy this, but I really want to go to the library. So it was an interesting experience.
And I let the chickens out.
Yes, you let the chickens out. Yep. So yeah, it's animals.
And who's the ninja cat?
Oh, Hash Brown.
Hash Brown leads the way.
Yeah, she leads the way. So while you were there, this cat named Hash Brown led the way.
It's interesting. You went through your chores, but you didn't name all your animals.
They all have names, but there's so many of them.
No. Like, we didn't talk about the sheep.
Oh, yep, there's sheep in the grove. So we didn't
talk about the llama.
You have a llama?
So this is super sad. We lost the llama last week. We've had a llama on that property for like 4 years, and we just don't know. We lost him. It's so sad. I'm so sorry.
I have a selfie with that llama.
I know you do. My daughter was heartbroken. It was a rough day, and that's the rough thing.
That's why you didn't mention the llama.
That's why it's okay. But no, we have had llamas though, and they're super cool animals. I'm very glad for the time with the llama. I was getting excited
for the llama to come to the YFAC.
He was going to come to the YFAC and come inside.
Right.
So
we're going to surprise the YFAC with a llama.
Yeah.
I would love a llama surprise.
Instead, I have an amazing amount of portable fencing, so we could totally flash mob like 20 goats somewhere. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of it. We got a little bit of everything.
The chickens have to get back in the coop.
They go in by themselves.
When does that happen? But you close the door?
Probably about dusk. That changes with dusk. They go in at dusk. Uh-huh. So that changes throughout the year.
And your dogs, they're just out and about?
They're always out and about, except for when visitors come. They run to the house and I put them in the porch. They are excellent guardians. They kill all predators, like actually murder them, but they don't like visitors.
Because they might be predators.
They might be. They don't know them. Yeah. And so they're excellent guard dogs, and to keep that feature, I just keep them in the house.
I appreciate that you protected me from your guard dogs.
I've been at a lot of farm sites, and the dogs jump on you, and they scare small children. They scare me. And I've just told myself, I love my dogs. I have great dogs, but not everybody else has to love my dogs. So they can just go in the house, and they feel safe and calm there. I feel safe and calm. The person not getting attacked by a dog, but actually my dogs are really good dogs. Like they'll sit and let you pet them. Like they don't jump on you. But I just don't trust them.
So I want to tell you how I felt being at your farm.
Okay.
I felt like I was in one of my favorite movies.
Oh, no, but it's such a sloppy farm. It's not picturesque.
Yeah, but I felt it.
You felt it, okay.
Like, I think I know what you're saying. Like, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Right? But it's so absolutely charming.
Thank you.
To be there. It's so charming.
Thank you.
And that film is Babe.
That's one of my favorite movies. I actually used to sing every night, my kids, the
If I had words,
it's so pretty.
To make a day for you.
Do you guys know this?
I don't.
I'd sing you a morning,
golden and true.
I'd make this day
last for all time,
and fill the night with
deep with moonshine. Cue the drums.
Go watch Babe.
Please, everybody,
epic
watch
movie. Yes,
Babe.
watch Babe.
Yes, the pig,
the farmer,
Farmer Hoggett.
Oh, it was incredible. Yeah, that is a piece of me. That beautiful.
He's got good dogs.
He has excellent dogs.
And ducks. When the ducks rounded the corner at your farm, I thought, that's it. I'm there.
They're
I'm looking at
funny.
your pigs, and then suddenly there's ducks.
Yep, I love that.
And the ninja cat, Hash Brown, leads the way. And
why do you keep calling him a ninja cat?
That cat ended up on Jenny's sister's head. That cat was
obnoxious.
Up in trees. And Lucy tells us that the cat will like jump down and attack a cow.
Yeah, like it thinks it can take the cow out.
Okay, so Ninja Cat is entirely accurate.
Yes, Hash Brown is not to be messed with.
Yep.
Okay, duly noted.
Do you know Bill Peckerell?
Yes, I do.
He came to my farm 2 days ago. We just visited and talked for like 2 hours. It was the best thing ever. But Hash Brown scratched him. I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry, this cat. She's beautiful. and mean and fun. I don't know.
Well, there are people
I'm glad you
like
have
that.
a cat. You understand.
I do have a cat, Tootie the studio
Yep,
cat.
the studio cat. That's so cool. Very cool.
Well, thanks for a walkthrough of your day.
Yeah.
Because I think it gives us a little picture of the property, a little bit. You know, I've been there, but I think it's hard for us to kind of have it in our imagination. And it gives us a little picture of your attitude. That's the biggest reason you're here.
Oh, thank you.
I think you think life is beautiful.
Life is beautiful.
I think you think your animals are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your family is beautiful.
So beautiful. Yeah. Make a family.
I plan on it one day.
They're amazing.
Apparently, I'm getting proposed to before too long.
All right, it's coming. I just
couldn't tell you whom, but
that's so good.
Someday this will make sense.
Yeah, the best compliment I think I've had on my farm was a family about the same age as me. They have 5 kids too at home, and they came to our farm, and she said, "Thank you. Thank you for letting me dream again." Because she's like, "Your farm is chaotic." She's like, "It's not perfect. My buildings are old. My equipment is older." And basically she's like, it doesn't have to be perfect, does it? Because you go to all these farms, and there's a lot of generational farms that are gorgeous. They look like they have groundskeepers, and they have beautiful brand new barns. Everything is new. And that's not our farm. And it's also really hard. I'm fascinated by the people that do and keep that. And a lot of it, there is family, like there are parents on the farm also making it work. And it just really made me excited that by inviting somebody into my messy, not very perfect life, someone else felt like they had the right to dream, or they were allowed, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Interesting that's a gift.
It's cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
There used to be, I think there probably still are, video games where like civilizations are growing, you know, and you sort of watch, you know, like it's huts and tents.
My husband plays this game constantly, Civilization or something. Yeah, it's cool.
Gradually, you know, like you can make a wooden structure and gradually maybe stone. And I think that's an apt way to think about how civilization works. You have to have foundations, and at first it doesn't look like much, but those are the sodbusters. Those are the people who are getting there the first time, and you know, they have a ton of work to do, but just not as much sort of polish on the work. Yeah. They're working just as hard, probably harder. And the reward is less.
Yeah.
You know? But then the next generation stands on shoulders, and the next generation stands on shoulders. And I think that's just how it has to be.
Yeah.
You know, and you're building something the way you want to do it. And I think I'm doing something like that too, you know, with the way that I work with studio art. And, you know, I've come to peace with the idea that maybe I don't get to see what I'm building.
It's an interesting thought.
It's going to take generations.
Yeah.
Standing on shoulders.
Definitely.
I think a lot of the stuff you're building is also invisible, though. Like, you know, it's about people's.
Say more.
It's about like people's character and the way they approach life and the way they think, the way they approach people.
I think that's what you're doing too.
Well,
y'all on the email list?
I agree.
I was going to send it to Leah today.
What are you on?
Well, I just send emails.
She writes it.
She does, and they're brilliant. And
can you add me to your list,
I will,
please?
yeah.
Very fun.
I'll forward you today.
Okay.
You know what? You're going to love Leah's email list.
You have one too?
I love it. It's
beautiful,
so fun.
Beautiful
love to get
writing.
on that email list.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's
Jaksyn, show notes.
Jaksyn,
please,
show notes.
Please.
Okay.
If you don't mind, is there a way for us to link to
Oh, sure. Yeah,
that?
that's fine. I can send it over. Yeah, definitely.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Then
it's just kind of my ramblings and my dreams and it's fun.
It's kind of what mine is too.
It's delightful.
I love that.
Yeah, yours is poetic and encouraging and uplifting. And I haven't heard or read yours, Leah, but after meeting you, I would imagine it's something similar in spirit.
Fun. Very fun. Yeah, I never thought of myself as a writer, like per se, but I love writing. And I finally just one day said, you know what? I'm just going to every Monday write because I love it. And it's so fun.
Monday used to be
and
Mondays
I just
too.
do it on Monday.
It's not anymore.
And actually, while I was at Bethany, I
Now
got
it's
to help
Friday.
run the 21-day creative writing challenge. That was super cool.
Nice,
That is so
yes.
fun. It was
Yeah, I love
fun to get to
those.
feel like kind of secret behind the scenes, reading people's thoughts.
yeah.
And it was really neat.
I love those. I fear I often, or not often, but I haven't ever made it the whole 21 days. But I'm determined to this year.
You can do it.
I
you need
can.
to do it.
I
It's
can.
excellent.
Would you just describe that for our feast readers?
Oh, the 21-day writing challenge?
Yeah.
You probably know more about than I do.
Basically, when I did it, this was a long time ago. We wrote out 21 prompts, and you just get emailed, and you would. I think we shared like a Google Drive doc. You would share every single day. And if you did it all 21 days, there was a carrot, like a gift card or something. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? There should have been an actual carrot. I like that better.
I finish it and I go over to the writing center.
That's so
it's a bag
great.
of carrots.
It is
There's
a
a
bag of
fridge.
carrots.
It's so
I should
a
probably
carrot
do a
party.
writing challenge and hand out carrots at the end. That sounds really fun.
That's
That sounds
awesome.
really
It's
fun.
the Great Heritage.
The Great Heritage Writing Challenge.
Great Heritage.
With carrots. That's great. Carrots are hard to grow.
Can you call
Or
it?
carrot substitutes.
Yes.
Can you call it the Great Heritage Writing?
Heritage. Oh dear.
It's a free country.
She totally.
You can if you want.
Oh dear.
Anyways,
Yeah,
21
and you
days of
don't
writing.
have to follow the prompt. Is the
No,
thing? Like
you
if
can
you
totally
want to,
write
you totally
anything
can.
you want.
But
For artists,
you don't
this
have
is
to.
Inktober.
Oh sure.
yes.
oh yeah.
Sure.
Artists do Inktober.
Okay. Yeah, we do it in November. It starts November 1st, and it's the first 21 days of November, and it's the
Visual
concept.
artists.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say.
Yeah, but it's the
little
concept that
judgy.
it takes 21 days to build a habit.
Yep.
And so if
Yep,
you do it
that's
for
the-
21 days, then you will have this habit of writing something every day. And what's the word? It's like 200 words or something.
Yeah, it's not much.
A day. Like
that's
it's not
much.
it's not much. Yeah.
It becomes more, but it doesn't have to be more.
Right. I don't think
Yeah.
I ever only wrote 200.
Yeah.
200 words. But yeah. There's a lot of freedom with it, but if you can't think of something to write about, you do always have the prompts.
Yep.
But it's a lot of fun to just create.
Sure. The prompt.
So
the
fun.
prompt
And you
is there
have
to
an
fall back on.
ultimatum and
Like
an
the
inspiration.
podcast.
Yeah. Well, it makes me think of Yeah. You had I listened to Handel's Messiah this week. Isn't that funny? Because of the podcast. Because of
with Tony Pittenger.
with Tony. Yes. And
that was a good episode.
one of my favorite painting
guy.
is John Mayer's The Slain Lamb, For God So Loved the World. And I had no clue that that was a commissioned piece for a book. And that's what we do as a college, what you guys do is so incredible. You are prompting students to experience so many cool things. Like because of Bethany, I took a class called Avian Ecology with Chad Hines. It's a fancy word for bird watching. It was awesome.
fantastic
Take
guy.
it. He is fantastic. He is so passionate. He
He
shakes
is. Oh, I
with
should look
things. He
for
shakes with
wonderful.
enthusiasm.
He's wonderful.
And that is what is so cool about Bethany is it is prompt after prompt to try, to explore, to learn something new.
Prompt after prompt and opportunity after opportunity
Yeah.
to do things that you never would have thought you would have done.
Right, like bird watching.
Like bird watching.
Right?
Yeah. Where
Right?
you won't ever have these opportunities again in such a condensed format, I suppose, where you have an opportunity to try a ton of different things at the same time. But it's amazing.
Yeah.
What a way to live.
And you're surrounded by
Experiencing new
people
things.
that love you.
Yes, and that love the
that's-
things that they teach and that instill in you a love for the same things. That
So you're expressing a way of looking at education that I really want to highlight and underline and circle.
Okay.
And star. and-
Like this is the time to get everything you can out of it. Right? You're saying go do it.
Do
Try
it.
things
Do it.
because you don't have forever.
exactly.
I bring it up because I have encountered, I've overheard sort of a different take, a different attitude that kind of feels like it's too much. I can't do it. You know? Like that sort of attitude, or what do I have to do to get out of here?
Oh,
fastest route
Just
possible,
such a
easiest
it
way.
saddens
so
me
sad.
every time I hear somebody say that.
I think people are mostly just scared too. It's like no one wants to start.
Yeah.
No one thinks they can because no one can face the fact that they're going to start and be bad at it or like just
And all you have to do is start.
Yeah,
That's the fun
exactly.
thing.
Beginnings are hard.
Once you start,
but they're worth it. Sometimes there's
You just
weeds,
go. Yeah.
and then you have to.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I need to push
there's
through
the
weeds.
weeds.
There you were.
Always weeds.
Come full
There's always
circle.
weeds.
And that was
crazy.
so painful for you
Yeah. Terrifying.
because you're trying your dream and then like it's falling apart.
Yeah, and that's the same for anyone aspiring to do anything new. It will be hard. That's why my kids are string instrument. I'm so excited that you play strings. The only way to become a good musician is to practice. There's no shortcut. I really don't. Like my kids have like little dried tear stains on their violins because it was hard for years.
It's stinking hard.
And all of a
it's
sudden-
still hard. I've played for 11
yeah.
years, and it is still hard. I
But-
wanted to bash it into a wall the other
Yeah.
day when I was practicing, but I didn't.
But you still make beautiful music, I'm sure. It's
try.
amazing. Yeah, it's like no, it's such a great thing to watch your kids struggle. I love it when my kids have to struggle because then they can grow, and it's so good.
Yeah, and sometimes I sort of half joke with students like, you need to struggle a little bit more.
Yeah,
And then we're going to redeem that pain, you know? Mm-hmm. We're gonna think about it and we're going to understand that we're growing.
yeah. My kids call it the magic. When they play instruments. So all of my kids went through this. It was hard. It was the worst. Why am I doing this? And then all of a sudden, the instrument becomes part of them, and they can play any melody that's in their head as if they were whistling. It's magic, and
I think I saw that on Karate Kid.
probably, yeah.
Suddenly
all of a
wax
sudden,
on,
it's suddenly,
jacket on,
yeah.
jacket
There
off.
you go. You got it. Yep. Nope. Then it's there, and it's so. So I've got weak magic when it comes to music. But pretty strong magic when it comes to milking cows.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's neat. It's really cool. You put in the time,
And I'm a hobbit.
and you're a hobbit.
you're a
Yes,
hobbit.
in my mind. No.
I think that's a direct correlation between. I mean, we were talking at the beginning of why are we on here, and we've clearly discovered that. But as we were talking about that at the beginning, and then now again as we're talking about this, I'm noticing there's a correlation between farming and teaching specifically, but just the community here at Bethany, in that it's the cultivation of life and of character and of qualities that are hard to discover in other places. Jason, you, like Claire was saying, you're teaching. What's the word?
He's teaching how to transform.
You're teaching the
invisible.
transformation of
Yeah.
individuals, and it's in this
Invisible, that's the word I was looking for.
hidden curriculum or secret curriculum, or what is it you call it?
Hidden.
The hidden curriculum.
Hidden
Okay,
curriculum.
Yeah.
Ninja curriculum.
the ninja curriculum in honor.
Because
One
really,
day
I
Jason
am
will be on
hash
your
brown.
head.
In honor of hash brown. Oh my! You will know her if you come to the farm.
Yeah.
She
Now I
will
wanna
make
come.
herself
I wanna
known.
come.
You are totally invited.
I'll
Maybe
make it
you
out there.
are. It's ninja curriculum. Jumping on counters.
No, I think I am the cat. Oh, yeah. I was the cat that day Maida was born.
What?
Big time. The vertical leap,
Oh yeah,
the day Maida was born.
yeah.
I
It was incredible.
Proved that I'm a cat.
Yes.
There we go.
Stellar.
Okay, so you're working correlation.
Sorry, I stopped.
Yeah, I think no, it's fine. I think that is the correlation is the act of cultivation and the act of growing, whether that be physical things like vegetables and food and animals, or people's characters. But even then, you grow people's characters in the way that you train up your children and the way that you impact the community around you. It's the same concept. It's just carried out in different ways. But that's an active demonstration of the gospel. You live it, and it impacts other people and inspires them to live it as well.
It's beautiful.
We're masks of God. Or we wear masks of God. Yeah.
We are masks of God.
We are masks of God.
God works through means.
Exactly. Or a mirror, or a puppet, or a beacon. Lots of words. I like
You are
mask.
correct.
I like
You have
mask
made
right
words.
now.
You have said words. Yeah, and Annika, what you just did, that synthesis was beautiful. That
Very beautiful.
combination. I have often thought about how I think education works, and I think about cultivation. I think about, we have to be careful about the metaphors that we say to ourselves about what we're doing, if we get too stuck in machine metaphors, like the grind,
Yeah.
or he's a machine,
Or weapon.
It's harsh.
or your battery is low, recharge.
Robotic.
There's there's just like, what's the reality that you're referencing there? You're referencing a man-made kind of reality, and it carries with it ideas of like a factory or production that prioritizes that abstractive idea of profits over the abstract idea of the human experience. So I think about an orchard, there's still fruits, there's still production, but in that case, like, you have to, in the words of Leah, give it all the time that it takes, and the thing needs what it needs, like, you have to do the chores. Your animals need you, or trees, need to be pruned, and they need fertilizer, and they need to be harvested and picked. So if you work your metaphor internally about what you think you're doing into something that relates to God's natural creation, you trace it back to his systems instead of tracing back to man's systems, I think you end up with a much healthier understanding of how to take care of the people in your life.
That's gorgeous. So, as a farmer, you are surrounded by God's imagery, quite like literally. He uses creation in many of his illustrations. We are sheep, the sower, the different things like that. And it's, look to creation. It screams God's grand design. It's incredible.
Yeah, and every day you participate in that. You just walk into the Bible.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's beautiful. It's really cool. Like my
live.
husband, he often says he feels very biblical because he literally will call the sheep and they will follow him anywhere. This great big ram and this flock of like 20 sheep. It is so cool. And he's like, yeah, this is pretty special.
My sheep know my name.
They know,
Exactly.
They know his voice.
And sheep are stupid. They make really bad choices.
But
Hey,
they
there's
know
a
that
reason
much.
that's an analogy. Yeah. It's a
So
very
it's-
accurate one. That and we're never called adults of God. We're always called children of God. Mm-hmm. There's import there.
Handy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leah, I'd like to get your reaction to this phrase. Actions express priorities.
It's reality. A great example is I have a garden and I have animals. My garden dies every year. I'm a terrible gardener. My daughter's an excellent gardener. We have a garden now because I have a daughter that loves gardening. But I prioritize the animals every time. My animals thrive. They do really well. So, yeah, definitely. What you do is what gets done, right? It seems like a silly statement, but yeah, it's exactly it.
Kind of by their fruits you will know them.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's a beautiful phrase.
I'm feeling like we maybe did it. We maybe just made an episode.
Woo!
I think perchance we did.
Any parting thoughts?
I feel like I
Before
made
it's
2
over.
new friends. This is super. Please come to my farm.
Oh,
come
you
milk a cow with
you
me.
know we
Bring all
will.
our friends.
Yes, bring your friends. Let's milk a cow. We'll have a milking party.
Invite more.
We can whistle.
Whoever wants to come
There we go.
whistle and walk the pasture with me. That would make
word.
my day.
This
Please do
sounds-
it.
It sounds magical. Let's do it.
This is so cool.
I have a
can't
thought.
wait.
In the winter?
No,
It's chilly, but you can come.
No, we can come.
Yeah.
We can.
It's cold.
We can mobilize. Like,
We
I
can't.
have Christmas lights in the barn. It's very cute.
we could
Yeah.
we could
I love
dance in
winter.
the barn.
I love. We could
Dance in
we
the
could
Christmas
do a
lights.
little barn dance. Hey, we know how.
Bring your partner.
Dig
Round
for the
it out.
oyster.
There might be
dive for clam.
something cooking
Dosey-do.
here.
Yeah.
Claire, you had
Yes,
something.
I do. Okay. I was teaching about suffixes the other day, and one of the words I teach at the literacy clinic in the library does.
Okay.
One of the words that was the word to use for the kid, I said, "Can you spell rest?" And I said, "Can you spell restless?" He said, "Can you spell restlessly?" And I was word playing as he's spelling, and I was like, "Restlessly human." That's what I am, you know. So I came across this new way to describe myself as thankful wanderer, restlessly human. And I think we're all restlessly human, okay? So we were born in the image of God, which means inside of us, like, forever woos us, and eternity is what we know we're made for.
You said forever woos us?
Forever woos
so beautiful.
us. It's not me, it's Max Lucado. It's Max Lucado.
People don't talk like that anymore.
Forever woos us, okay?
Wow.
Read
That's
It's Not About
stunning.
Me by Max Lucado, okay?
Okay.
It's my book recommendation. Anyways, so we're on this earth and we know we're for more, but simultaneously there's the whole sinner thing, and we're confined to this
Right,
earth and we're going
right.
to die. But we're restlessly human in the sense that we're pointing upwards and we're connecting on a human level, and we break people's hearts and we hurt and we're in pain, but we're restless to be in heaven. So restlessly human is a thing I like right now.
I like that a lot.
Feast readers,
cool.
be looking up Augustine of Hippo. Our hearts are restless until they rest in thee.
Yeah.
And he had that kind of life. Lots of evidence of his restless heart.
What's the C.S. Lewis quote? The fact that we are is something along these lines. I'm paraphrasing, but the fact that we are restless is proof that our hearts were made for somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love the last battle, how he describes heaven basically in the analogy. It's like it's more real, it's more, it's bigger, it's like the world, but it's more, it's creation and it's all its glory. Yeah. There was a passage I was just reading, I can't find it right now, but it was just, oh, here it is. Like basically creation groans because it's in,
Yeah.
we're in this sinful, even creation is under the curse of sin. And yet I
Which is
can
why
walk
there's
through,
weeds.
yeah, and yet I can walk through my pasture and I see glimpses of it. It's like you're lifting up the curtain a little. Like I see,
tucked, it's tucked.
yeah, it's
okay?
tucked. There's
This
the
is
invisible.
another word.
It's gorgeous.
Tucked, okay? It's not hidden. It is put there intentionally to be found. You don't tuck something away that you're not going to find.
That is a good
So
word.
God, like, tucks these things for
Yes,
us, and we
yes.
find them.
Yes.
Like, oh, it's
Like
so
a scavenger hunt?
Yes,
Yeah.
A scavenger hunt.
Little
Wow.
nice
Like,
that is
Easter
totally
eggs.
it.
Yeah.
No, you walk through the field and there's all of a sudden this gorgeous like lily,
And it's
you're
not
like,
even close to God. It's
No.
not even close
Yeah.
to anything, but, like, it's a tiny, tiny
yeah, you
tucking
just
of God.
can lift and see a glimpse. Glimpses.
And that he tucks them even in man-made things like the bridge.
Yeah.
That was a gift from God
Well, right.
in something that man
The
had
acoustics
made.
of that
the
bridge.
acoustics of that bridge were a God-given gift.
And also just the fact that the road went right there. Like,
Yeah.
that's when we stop our hike. We float down the river and we walk back to Annika's house. Like, if the road wasn't there, the man didn't make the road.
Yeah,
We would still be floating, which is fine
we'd
with
still
me,
be
but
floating. Hey,
God made the man.
God made the man, and the
it's a
man
long
made the
river. You
road.
can do a lot of floating on
And
that
the
river.
acoustics were perfect.
Yeah, but it is a tucked thing. Mm-hmm. God does not only tuck things in things that God has made. God uses
Well,
everything that we've made.
maybe we're all tucked. Well,
Is this your word? Is this your word? We might all be tucked.
We might all
no,
be
I mean as in each human is.
restlessly tucked.
Yeah, maybe that's not.
Did you come up with this, or is this Max Lucado again?
No, tuck is mine.
Tuck is you. I like that
Yeah,
very much.
It's beautiful.
I like that a lot.
It's so good.
Yeah, because it's right.
It's like if I tuck something away, I know I'm going to come back for it.
Right.
You know, or like
right.
someone else will
but
find it.
but Leah started to say like a veil or a
Yeah, it's like
curtain is-
lifting a curtain, kind of. Like you see glimpses of, you've been at golden hour, right? Everyone's done golden hour. All of a sudden the sun hits everything and it all glows and you feel just something more.
It's good to be
It's
here.
ethereal.
It's good to be here.
Right,
That's how I
right.
felt when I stepped on campus. It's beautiful, gorgeous campus, beautiful flowers, and it's good to be here. Just, yeah.
Oh, Bethany. Bethany is.
There are
tucked.
bees on the
Bethany is
flowers out there. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
People have different reactions to the bees.
I love the bees.
Yeah.
I didn't really like them. A very
One of them
large one landed on
landed
me,
on
and it
Annika.
kind of
I think
startled
it was
me.
a
but
wasp, though.
I
It
think
was
that
big.
one was a wasp.
So I have a
was
friend
pointy.
who talks about the bee like you would talk about a cat. She raises bees, and she will actually pet.
We have a bee friend
pet
too.
the bee, and she loves the bees. The bees are like her pets. It's so cute. I don't love the bees that much. I respect and admire and like to watch the bees. I don't pet the bees.
Kids are scared of bees.
I would
Yeah.
raise bees. I would totally raise
Me
bees.
too.
And I would find so much joy in that.
You need to do it. We need more
I
bees.
do. Yeah.
And then you would tuck them under people's pillows.
Oh no,
Jason, I
in
don't
the
think you
box.
understand.
You're not using it
I hear you. No.
That's not what you do.
That's not. Jason. You may have misunderstood the analogy, Jason.
You tuck some bees in the toilet.
It's just getting worse.
I will not. Fear not, I will not be tucking bees anywhere like pillows or toilets.
I don't think you should tuck bees.
I don't think bees
No,
would
you
like
squish
being
'em.
tucked.
No,
You don't squish them.
No, you pet them.
No, you pet them.
No, but you would squish them if you were to tuck
That's
them
true.
on a
Yes,
pillow.
yes. I
The
was
look
with
on
you.
Claire's face is like, don't misunderstand me. You guys.
I'm not squishing bees.
I was with you.
Thank you.
I was with
She
you.
gets me.
I do.
Maybe we all get each other.
Yeah, I think that's the point. God gives us to each other
And we circled back
to get each
community.
other. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Whistle the Feast.
You made it! That's the end of this episode of Whistle the Feast. It was so nice to have you join the table. Whistle the Feast would definitely not be possible without all of the brilliant and delightful people and spaces at Bethany Lutheran College. Head on over to blc.edu to learn more about the college or schedule a visit. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any thoughts, questions, or feedback. We always love hearing from our community. You can send feedback directly about the show to feastreaders@gmail.com. A huge shout out to the wonderful people who stretch beyond this campus for sharing their thoughts with us, and our producer, Jaksyn Graham, for orchestrating the numerous edits. And with that, I'm Claire Marcus, alongside Jason Jaspersen, and we want to thank you for tuning in to this episode of Whistle the Feast. See you soon!
Get curious, be of good service, and discover what God has given you.